Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Wrestletalk. I'm your host with the most, Joe Lance. That's the co-host, JB. Tell them what's up.
What's going on, guys?
Man, I'm trying to get more views. I'm putting Wrestletalk everywhere. I mean, anywhere you can think of, I'm putting Wrestletalk.
Well, that's good.
YouTube, Facebook, Reddit. I mean, anywhere you can think of, I'm putting Wrestletalk. I'm going to try to get this thing going viral.
Sounds good to me, man.
Like, we got to get more votes. We got to get more people. Anyways. So what you think about Raw?
Well, Raw this week was recorded because they're doing their overseas schedule.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great Raw, but it wasn't a bad Raw either. They had a couple good matches on there.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes versus Wade Barrett. Christian Del Rio. Cena versus Ryback.
And the tables match.
Yeah, tables match. A couple other good matches on there. AJ versus Caitlyn. It was a pretty decent Raw. I mean, didn't get to see Brock Lesnar, but should have expected that because we knew it was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
Those lucky people got to see 2 Raws for the price of 1, but
yeah.
I guess it all works out, man.
Yeah. The first match I thought was a really good match with the Shield and against Henry and the Usos. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was a really, really, really good match.
So are they turning Mark Henry face now?
I believe that's what they're doing.
I don't like him as a face, though. You know? He's so much more dominant as a heel.
I believe that's what they're doing. Well, one of the things that I liked was the Daniel Bryan Vince McMahon promo. You know, he came out and said that he was, you know, he said he wasn't championship until he actually said he didn't want John Cena or him to win.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think McMahon is slowly turning into a heel again. I mean, he's always kind of been a heel, but you know, he's also been the boss. You know, people respect him because he's Vince McMahon. You know, he's just kind of like in the middle right now. You know, but Daniel Bryan's getting so over that it's like, you know, making him seem a little more.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll have a match between Daniel Bryan and Vince McMahon.
They may.
Who knows, man? Anything's possible in the WWE.
They may. Man, this week WWE was in Africa, and they were doing a wrestling show, and a fan jumped into the ring and attacked Randy Orton.
I saw that.
I mean, he just...
Did you see the video?
I did see the video. Like, he only hit him one time, but still, he gave him a low blow and just...
But can you imagine, like, just standing there on the turnbuckle posing, looking at the crowd after your match is over, come up, get, like, a tiger uppercut to the face or whatever?
Like, I was like, what are these fans doing? You can't get into the ring. Like, that's...
Well, that dude must have hated Randy Orton.
That's the way you get hurt. Like, that's something that you don't do, folks. You don't get into the ring.
He probably did that because Randy Orton got over CM Punk that one time at WrestleMania.
I guess so, because the wrestlers don't take too kindly to that.
No, you gotta watch out for, you know, you gotta kind of have a code in the back. I would assume that, you know, you look after each other. I mean, if you're friends, look after your friends anyways. If I don't like somebody, I'm not looking out for them. I'm out to get them, but that's just how I am. I'm vindictive and evil like that, but that's okay. I am who I am.
But the best part I thought about Raw that I really like is the whole AJ, Dolph Ziggler, and Big E Langston angle. I love that. I love how she's like flipping out and he just keeps on just messing with her. And
Caitlyn and AJ, they actually put on some good matches, man. They might be one of my favorite Divas feuds. So I'm looking to see them probably wrestle again at SummerSlam for the Divas title since Caitlyn got a fair win over on Raw.
Yeah. And
also look forward to Christian and Del Rio at SummerSlam.
That'd be good too.
So in my opinion, SummerSlam's looking to be Caitlyn, AJ, Del Rio, Christian, Cena, Daniel Bryan, and my personal favorite, CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar.
It's going to be a good one. It really is going to be a good one, I think.
I'll be tuned in. I hope everyone who watches the show or appreciates wrestling tunes in, because that's going to be a great pay-per-view.
Yeah. They actually had 2 women's matches on Raw, because they had the Bellas against Natalya.
Yeah, I'm not a Bellas fan though.
See, but the reason why they did that was because of the Total Divas show that aired on Sunday. But you have not checked that out, you should definitely check it out. I know it's about women, but it lets you know about the backstage workings of the WWE as well. So it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, you get to know them outside of their characters. Like, how Natalia is frustrated because she's not getting the push that, that she should. I think Natalia's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
And she's having to sit back and watch the Bellas who left, and then they come back and they get a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which the match didn't actually happen, but still.
But didn't that WrestleMania, wasn't it like the Tons of Funk supposed to fight the Road Scholars that got canceled?
Yes. The Tons of Funk was supposed to fight the Road Scholars, and it got canceled at the last minute.
So it's a pretty good show. I mean, if you're into that, like the Funkadactyls.
Funkadactyls.
They use their real names rather than their stage names, which is a little weird. I was like, who the hell is that? But then I realized who it was. You know, so I was like, it's not a bad show. It shows you the more personal side of some of the superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Had Jim Neidhart on there. That was pretty cool. He's looking a little rough, but he still looks like he might be able to. He should just come back and manage Natalia. And
that'd be awesome.
That would be really awesome.
I would handle that. Apparently, there is a possible War Games match at the new WWE pay-per-view Battleground. I think that would be awesome.
That would. They haven't done one since when?
WCW was the last one that did it.
Yeah, it's been at least probably 10 years.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome to have two. Maybe that's something that they're going to do. Triple H's team against Vince McMahon's team.
Team Vince versus Team Triple H.
Man.
I guess Daniel Bryan would be on Triple H's team, maybe.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, it depends on how many superstars they want to put in the match, too.
Mm-hmm.
If they do a 5-on-5 and what the time limit's going to be, because that's changed just about every match.
But if you watch, since you watched that DVD, you realize that every single one of them, the heels always got the upper hand. Mm-hmm. They always won the ring toss. Every single time. It's like every single time the heels won the ring toss. So they always had the upper hand.
Yeah. But it's cool, man. One of those matches, I don't know if it was actually the War Games match, but I remember on the pay-per-view where Rey Mysterio jumped from one ring to the other ropes and then did like a Hurricane Run. I can't remember who. Maybe Dean Malenko was on the receiving end of that, but you can YouTube that, man.
Yeah.
That was Rey Mysterio when he was younger, man, and real thin and small. He was awesome.
Yeah.
When he took that, when Dean Malenko had him up on his shoulders and did that like jumping knee drop or whatever you want to call that, gut buster or something. That's one of my favorite moves in wrestling of all time, and I love Dean Malenko, man. I wish he wasn't so old.
Yeah.
And could still wrestle, but I'm glad that I got to live through him in that age and time period because there were some great matches back then. And he was one of the better superstars, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Rey Mysterio
is the Horseman. Rey
Mysterio still is a good wrestler. He's always hooked.
Yeah, he's going through a lot of stuff right now, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets stuff back together and all that. But, I mean, I've never been a big Rey fan, but I've always enjoyed watching him perform. Mm-hmm. He's had a couple good matches with Punk.
Yeah, they came out with the new ECW DVD, Unreleased 2.
Number 2.
I have the first one. The first one was actually pretty good. It had a lot of pretty good matches. I'm kind of interested to see what matches are going to be on the second DVD.
Yeah. I watched the first one. It wasn't that bad. I mean, the matches are more extreme, which I like. Got to see some of your, some of the guys they have in WWE now or had in the WWE a couple years ago, like in the earlier matches, like Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, Austin was there. I don't know if I can't remember if he was on the first DVD or not.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they probably had to mention him, man, because he was pretty big back then. And the Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, Raven, Saturn.
It's all of them. It's crazy.
All of them.
And, I know you don't watch TNA, but I'm gonna have to watch TNA Thursday because they've been airing these videos of some mystery superstar that is supposed to come and just take over. So it's gonna be interesting to see who it is. Like there's debates on who it is. Like some people are saying that it's the MMA fighter King Mo. Some people are saying that it's Crash Holly. No, not Crash. Hardcore Holly.
Well, that would be awesome. I was going to say it couldn't be Crash because he's dead. I've always been a fan of Hardcore Holly. I liked that match that he and Al Snow had when they went out by the river and he wrapped him up. And
yeah, that's on the Falls Count Anywhere DVD.
Yeah, that's a great match, man. I remember watching that sitting in the chair with my dad live on TV. Me and my dad used to order them all the time.
Yeah.
Back before DVDs were out.
Awesome.
We'd record them on the VHS. It was awesome, man. We watched every one of them. My dad was a big Stone Cold fan, but he don't like wrestling that much anymore. I'm trying to get him back into it.
Huh. So now we know definitely who the Wyatt family is feuding with. That's Kane. Kane is the person that they're feuding with. You know, they attacked him once. He came back. They attacked him again.
I thought he was going to get Bray Wyatt this week. I mean, he got out and got him in the chokehold or preparing him for a choke slam, but the other members of the Wyatt family just destroyed him.
I'm saying, I really like what they're doing with the Wyatt family.
I love Bray Wyatt's finishing move.
Yeah.
It's I don't even know what you would classify it as. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know
I don't even know if they've even said it.
I just call it death.
Yeah, that's fine. But they just released the sheet mask on WWE Shop.com today. They're like $7.99 a piece, but I gotta have me one.
One of these Wrestletalks, we may have to wear the sheet mask.
Hey,
scare a couple people.
I'm down for that. We might have to give one away. You never know.
We might.
Just have to keep watching, find out what goes on, because we're just crazy enough to do something like that.
And also, I've been watching, since you told me to tune into it, I've been watching the JB and Cole show against the feud with JBL and Cody Rhodes. It's kind of comical and then it's kind of like serious. Like it's.
I want to see JBL and Cody Rhodes go at it. I enjoyed seeing Cody and Booker T.
Yeah.
You know, what was it, a year or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, I think JBL would destroy Cody Rhodes with this clothesline from hell, but Cody Rhodes is one of my favorite superstars, which reminds me, him and Damian Sandow will probably also be on the SummerSlam card.
Yes.
So, I don't know what they're going to do with the briefcase, though. Like, are they going to have him retrieve it? Or, this is new territory.
It should be interesting to see. Hopefully they have it, the briefcase is on the line and then Cody Rhodes wins it and he becomes the briefcase holder.
I laughed so hard when Damian Sandow he came out after Cody Rhodes had that awesome finish with Wade Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
Wade Barrett goes for the pump handle, picks him up, gets caught in the crossroads, gets the pin. Damian Sandow comes out and he's like, I tried to help you, Cody, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, the only thing you did was grow a mustache. I lost it. I love Cody Rhodes, though, so it's all in good fun, you know. I liked him when he was dashing Cody Rhodes. I liked him when he was grotesque. I liked him when he was in Legacy. Legacy was a great stable.
Legacy.
Randy Orton was the leader, had Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes, and they were all like they're all second or third generation wrestlers, right? So,
yeah, like it's just, I actually like the way that the WWE is going right now. You know, it's just it's kind of more hardcore than what they were doing, and I just kind of like it.
I think things are going to change after Punk and Lesnar, because if Punk doesn't get busted open in that match within like the first 5 minutes, then I'm not even sure, because those guys are going to brutalize each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you've seen any Brock Lesnar's had 3 matches since he's came back. If you've watched any of those 3 matches, they're not pretty. They're barely a wrestling match, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the second one was kind of crappy because he did that arm bar like 50,000 times. But I hope he doesn't do that to CM Punk, but he probably will.
He probably will.
I just want to see him throw Punk around, and I want to see Punk try to get him in the go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I like CM Punk a lot, but I don't think he's going to beat Brock Lesnar.
He might not. Well, folks, we come to the cutoff time, so thank you for watching. I should have a special edition of Wrestletalk today, hopefully with the guest host of Mr. Kevin Calloway.